Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're live on MX24TV. This is the AM Club, our favorite morning show. And it's time for Motivation Monday. If you just tuned in, you missed out on a very interesting conversation with Reginald, MFR, and David. It's always exciting on a Monday, but we are slowing things down a bit, and we're having a conversation with this fine gentleman whom I've had on the show before, but I was very interested in knowing more about him. You probably know him. He's no new face to the fashion industry. He's a fashion designer and a stylist, CEO of Fear No Man Clothing, streetwear. He started the streetwear culture in Africa, basically, and we want to have a conversation with him this morning. Kulaperry. Rapidly. I salute.
I'm in your space.
I see the Eastern African thing going on your hand too.
No, we're
representing Africa. Yeah, man.
African and proud.
That's right.
Yeah, African.
How's it going?
Amazingly, sir.
Good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's continue our conversation. For those who were not privy to the first one we had, we spoke a little bit about yourself, yes, your come up and all that, but for those who missed out on it, let's go back a bit to, let's say, education.
Education.
You go to Achimota? You said
yes.
Achimota, right?
Yes.
It started there for you in
There is
Achimota.
No other school that I would have been if it's not Achimota.
No fight. We don't go argue plus you. Tell me about Achimota days. What do you miss so much about it?
You know, Achimota School, as Nakura, I must say sincerely, really shapes an individuals to become actually what they really believe they could be. Because around the school, there were so many social activities that was not really common with other schools, I must say, like cricket, with the athletics team, baseball. There are so many things that makes you also get to know that there are other aspects of life that you could also flourish, even though if it is not exposed. And in regards to tuition, orientation, and educational structure of the school as well. So actually, every bit and piece of it was amazing and interesting for me, and it actually shaped me and grew me to be who I am today.
But you were telling me the other time that while you were in school, you didn't conform to the... No, that's when you discovered that you could design stuff. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me.
So in regards to my design phase, I was a general arts student. I was an arts one student studying music and government. But then I had friends from the visual arts department that I was doing projects for. So then I used to, do projects for the visual arts students. Then I realized that I am much more potent when it comes to visual arts. And I was like, okay, if that's the case, when there were other situations like Valentine's Day and all that, I have to leave school, which was really not acceptable. If I don't get the chance, I still have to leave school. And I had a friend who was into designing of T-shirts. So then I started learning how to do puff paint, design on T-shirt, and customize faces for people in the school. So then people who really know me knows that it was one bit of me that I was designing T-shirt for people to gift their partners on Valentine's Day.
There was a time when people also used to put their faces on their T-shirts.
Exactly, that was the time. That was the time.
Wow.
That you can just choose any image that it's a rapper or even your girlfriend or your boyfriend, then I'll make it work for you. So I have to go out of school bounds and just get it done. And with the fashion journey, I must say, it was one of the most prominent spaces that I got to evolve.
Yeah. Remember, those were the days of the baggy jeans.
Yes.
You wear that and you wear your baggy jeans
with
your Timberland.
And some Durag.
Air Force.
Some Durag.
Now the 50 cents kept not so. My goodness.
That's a lot of load. But baggy jeans is still back.
Baggy jeans is back?
Yes. Fashion is a young situation. Whatever that it ever gave to the universe, it finds its way back. Because we started having that of skinny jeans, then we now bounce back to baggy jeans. And right now it's more even baggier.
I haven't seen one in the... I mean, what I see most is what you're wearing. Yeah. Is it Paca?
This is a track. This is a track trousers. Yes, a track. Yeah, it's a track joggers.
Right.
Yeah, but you see Black Sheriff, he's wearing the baggies.
He's the only one I'm seeing. The Black Sheriff, who's styling him, though?
Actually, fashion is not supposed to be understood. It's about a way of life and how you feel. So that's how you feel. That's why it's dressed like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What would you say fashion means to you as a person?
It means everything to me. Fashion is my life. Okay, because I would just say sincerely, if it's not fashion, I won't be here. That is what makes me who I am. So that when it comes to fashion, as either a statement or a way of life. That is who I am. That's my reason and my purpose to life.
What would you say brought you to prominence? Was it your styling or your fashion designing? Was it the Fear No Man clothing, or it was the souvenirs you were making?
So actually, to humbly speaking, I've been popular all my life, even with my childhood, I must say, because I feel like everything that I have to live in full color as an individual, I've been able to blossom. Because when I was a kid, they knew me to be popular because there was something I was doing in regards to dancing.
Oh, you used to dance as a kid?
Oh, yeah, I used to dance in motor. I was a dancer in the motor, not like with the dance hall, I must say like the rap and all this rag. I don't know. Like when we say dance walking, then it was about dance. So 3 years in a row, I took all the awards as a dancer. No, I was an individual and created a group. We called ourselves Low Saints. My name was Footprint in Motor.
Low Saints for me, but secondary school group, I was Saints or Mono. Mo levitating.
No, we don't levitate.
You never levitated?
Levitate. I actually took that from, I think, this B2K movie, was it? Something dance, which had Omarion. There was a movie.
You Got Served?
You Got Served. Thank you very much. You Got Served. Thank you very much. So that was why I got the Low Saints. It had nothing to do with levitation. It was pure art. It was pure art. So then, you know, with dancing, you have to really create in your mind and put it out. So dancers are one of the most like creative people in this world, and I think we have to throw more light on. And in regards to the shout outs to Dance God Lloyd, Incredible Ziggy, Jeff Washington, Afronita, Endurance Grant, Lisa, amazing dancer. Yeah, we need to throw more light on them because, you know, it's very difficult because, you know, you have to know your steps. You have to move with a rhythm. And at the end of the day, anything that you do, you cannot make a mistake. One mistake will distort everything. It's not even we design that we have to go come and know that we just put out the best work. They do the best work whilst you're watching them.
Why have you stopped dancing, though?
I'll be very honest. It's not like I even stopped dancing. At our point and our time, dancing was just something that you become popular with. It was not something which was supposed to be monetized.
Yeah.
So then I can come out of school as a graduate to call myself a dancer.
It's true.
That is why I'm so proud that in this day and era, we have dancers making some money and making some straight and being more impactful and influential. Yeah, but our time, if you want to call dancing as a way of life of work, your parents will come at you.
You won't survive. Yeah. Anyways, the last time you explained to me how this logo came about. I want to know what your process is like when you're designing something. What's your creative process like?
Okay, so honestly, my design process, I must say, is how I feel. You know, I just feel like people go through a lot of things and they need something to come out with. So then our only way that we can liberate ourselves personally is for me to come out with work that makes me feel free. Free thought. And this is an era whereby free thought is imprisoned. People try to voice out how they really feel, and they feel like the police should even come at them and restrain them. You know, and this is the time that free thought is supposed to be very much, you know, focused on and liberated, for sure. So my design process is about how I feel. So that's why the last time I was telling you that a lot of people say, oh, your designs are amazing. Yes, it is amazing, but I don't do nice designs. I don't put out amazing designs. What I put is open fabric because it's a direction. It's informative. It is about who we are. So then if I have to design, then I have to free somebody from a thought. I need to liberate somebody from a feeling. And that is how my design process comes with. That's why I don't have designers. I don't have a team of designers. No. How I feel I design, and you like it, that means you understand. That's why I like when people understand what is being created than thinking that it's a nice thing that they need to have. Yeah.
That's very interesting. So
yeah, even for the tumbler caps, I was one day working, because I have a drum artist who has been here at the Bags. We were in the club, then I saw people drinking with exposed red caps like this. And I was like, look, this is an era whereby there is a lot of pure hate. People can poison people. People can just pour drinks on people. So why don't I create something to solve a problem and a situation whereby there will be anti-poisoning of people? People can actually have their caps well protected, avoid spillage, and for them to have a lot of product being thrown out as trash, that is disposable caps, we can now look at sustainability and now protect the people from being poisoned as well as health. And that is why I came up with this. It's just about how I felt. And you have one.
What's so challenging about what you do?
Challenging. Every challenge is a new design. It's a creative process. You need to be challenged. You need to be criticized. You need to feel like you're not doing enough.
Have you been criticized?
Oh, yeah, definitely I have to be.
Did you ever, what's the worst criticism you've had of yourself? And how did you overcome it?
Your things are expensive.
Your things are expensive, but that one is not criticism.
That's how I felt.
But it's just how you feel.
You're like, you know, you're in Ghana, and let me tell you, if you are doing this thing, then you need to now think. And I'm like, look, it's a lot of products. It's about what you want. Because somebody can afford a t-shirt, can afford a badge of 20 cedis. And you can still say that's still expensive because you're just representing. You just have to represent. It's a subculture. So you need to represent if you believe. Yeah, but for criticisms, like, honestly, I've not had any kind of a backlash. Yeah, because, like, you know, I've not had any kind of a very serious backlash.
What's the best thing you've heard of yourself? You say, oh, this one, dear, it was...
You know, I would say this. The best thing I heard was not about the best thing about how I'm supposed to feel. It's about what I have done and the impact. So it was about like a feedback of what I've been doing. That because of you, I've left the street and I'm now in school. Because of you, we have hope. Because of you, we have gained some faith to do more. It's about people coming out of their shell. Most people that I've met that I really feel like, yo, at this point in time, I am feeling a little bit full of myself. I feel very happy for being a human being. Of people telling me, because of you, I did something better than what I used to be. Yeah.
If your kid wanted to go into what you're doing, would you let them?
100%. 100%. Because at the end of the day, then I have to give him all the keys of what I was not able to accomplish. And that's called generational creativity.
Like the dancing, you know, these designs and stuff were also back then, if you were coming out and you were telling your parents that, oh, I want to be a fashion designer, I want to be a stylist, they would probably slap you and tell you, go and study some medicine.
But I was a rebel. I was a rebel with the family. Yeah, I was a very spiritual, formidable, positive rebel. Because after the university, I was supposed to join the military. I was in training. After MOD, I was a record. After I started training, they enrolled us all Bondase and all that. I was like, yes, it's good because, you know, the family will be looking at how much you can bring back to the family because it's an investment for you going to school. So this is the point that you need to do what? Give back to the family. And I was like, you know, that is amazing, but that is your thought. And that is what you believe in. You should ask me what I believe in. And what I believe in was fashion. And at that point, I was the pioneer. I will not say I was the pioneer, but I would say that I was the one that rendition fashion and put on another level in terms of streetwear. Because we had others like MKOGH, PKOGH. They were in existence. And thanks to them, because I would say that they set the pace. Exactly, they set the pace. You have to acknowledge people who set the pace. And I would just be the icing on the cake. And now we have a lot of streetwear designers in Ghana.
Do you teach?
Yeah, I do teach. I do have master class. Most of my master class is free. I give out a lot of tools so that people can also liberate themselves and be great. Yeah.
Outside of Ghana, who's your favorite designer? Outside of Ghana?
Outside of Ghana? Yeah. Who's my favorite designer? Outside of Ghana have designers? Like, I'm asking because outside of Ghana, I have to know the ones in here. Ghana designers.
So maybe Ghana is just you. So
they have couture designers as well. But if it comes to streetwear, it's deeper than that.
Oh, couture is different from streetwear. I mean, we are learning. Okay, so the couture is usually the kaftans, the African prints, okay, and then the streetwear is the...
Yeah, it's a subculture, it's a whole movement. Streetwear is a movement. Anybody who wears anything with streetwear is a subculture and it's a movement. You need to believe in it to be part of it.
What you're wearing is streetwear?
Right now,
what is a polo?
No, semi-corporate casual.
This is a polo.
This is a collar neck.
Yeah, no man.
Yeah, collar neck. So this is for the elite. We did this one for the golfers. Shout out to Quicks GH. He actually inspired me to put out this collar necks for the golfers and people who believe in just, you know, casual, you know, semi-corporate, you know.
I love the color. That's one of my favorite colors.
Thank you very much.
So
he helped with the selection of the colors too. Quicks.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Helped with the selection.
What's your favorite color as a designer?
Black. Black.
Is it because of...
Because I'm black?
Your color.
Because I'm black and proud. Black.
Why Kulaperry sounds so conscious? So conscious, like...
Yeah, black is the most amazing color that all colors should come from. The invert of black is white. And with the invert of white is black.
The invert of white is black.
Exactly. So then if it's not black, it's white. So anybody who is black is white. Everyone who is white is black. Anti-racial. Anti-racial space. That is why when Virgil came with the off-white, that was the gray area where you can think freely as one. That is why Virgil's brand as off-white is one of the most powerful brands of all time.
I want to move away from even styles and designs because you're a very cautious person. Who's your favorite African?
Favorite African? Favorite African? Can I mention 3?
Okay.
Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Jerry John Rawlings. I said 3.
I see the theme running through all of them. Marcus, Rawlings, Malcolm X. Is it because what did you learn from these people? Or what have you learned from these people?
You know, that's why I said positive reasoning as a positive rebel. You know, these are people that, you know, they moved out of the box, look at the box and created something more. Because at the end of the day, they say crabs in the barrel, but the crabs are not supposed to be in the barrel. So they are the people who liberated the crabs and made meaning with it. Because at the end of the day, they made people start thinking free and letting people know that there's more to be done than thinking in a way that you have been programmed to think. Because we're not here to be programmed. We're here to do what we're supposed to do, the will of God. And that's fear no man, but God only.
What's the will of God for you?
The will of God is for we to think in full color. We're supposed to liberate ourselves and live in truth and believe that we can do more as human beings because we are just the vessels of God. And we are on this earth to do the work of God, the one that, or the particular work that God did not complete. We are here for completion. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you like politics?
I don't like politics. I don't like politics. Because, you know, politics is full of lies. And at the end of the day, I have nothing to do with politics at all.
Do you think as young people, like you said, we're here to do the will of God, do you think as young people, we have a role to play? We have a role to play in terms of bringing change to wherever we find ourselves? Yes,
it's the youth. The youth will always win. And we are the people responsible for change. So at the end of the day, anything that we do each and every day, every minute, if it doesn't have any direction of creating a change, that will also liberate the people coming from the next generation, that we have not done anything. Because at the end of the day, if Nkrumah came with a sugar cane processing company, by now we're supposed to be the best producing country with sugar. Because at the end of the day, it has been established. All we need to do is to what? Evolve it. At the end of the day, it's about evolution. Anything that has been established by now needs an evolution. It's a state that we know that we are established with what was being provided to us by our forefathers.
What do you think is the problem? Because we are on the space now. What's the problem? Why are we not changing it?
It's greed, hate, and pain. Greed, hate, and pain. It's as simple as that. Because everybody comes here with a selfish interest. And anything that is too intentional, at the end of the day, is selfish. So at the end of the day, you are not thinking of the next person. You're thinking of yourself and thinking that to benefit the next person. That is your thought. But you don't even know what they need. That is the problem.
Kula, what's the next agenda for you?
Oh, my next agenda is to do more. My next agenda is to liberate a lot of souls in regards to free thinking, in regards to evolution, in regards to expansion of creative minds. So at the end of the day, it's all backed by the will of God. And if it's backed by the will of God, anything that we're supposed to do is supposed to be in full color, and that is truth. And what is truthful is what is going to evolve eventually. So then, day in and day out, every minute that I should think of anything is supposed to be able to affect the next man to do great. And that is what I'm about. Impact. I'm about impact.
What's a typical day like for you?
My typical day? Okay, so my typical day, when I wake up, I think of what am I going to do today that has not been done yesterday. So as I wake up and I have to have a Motivation Monday with you, amazing platform, then I have to say, when I'm sitting here, am I going to speak for myself or speak to them? Am I going to speak to people who are ready to listen and do something new with themselves? So then I have to now not formulate. I have to think in full color. I have to say how I feel. generally to people who are ready to listen. So now we have to prepare the minds, because the problem that we have here is the mindset of the people. And there are more newborns coming who gets to enter a system. So there is no new situation, because they enter a system which has already been established. So then we are the pioneers and soldiers of free thinking, that we have also supposed to be there to liberate new souls, so that they know that this is not the way and that is the way. So the typical day is all about impact. If I'm supposed to sleep, it's a short nap, and the next thing I do is about creating more impact.
So what would you say, finally, what would you say has been your biggest impact so far?
I cannot say. I cannot say, because we don't measure impact. It depends on what I'm doing now and how the people feel. So for this feedback is for the people to tell me that what, like, this situation, I think, is your biggest impact. Yeah. Because the moment I think of that, I'm being selfish. I just have to think in full color and just, you know, progress and do the best for the nation that we build in, for sure.
Sweet, I love the product, I must say. The design, you haven't styled me yet. I'm looking for it. When I become a big man, you style me.
I think we are in talks now, because you just started the whole conversation.
Yes, indeed.
So then I know that from next month we'll be doing something great.
I look forward to
with
it.
styling.
I look forward
to it. We'll be giving them some kind of signages, some welcome billboards to liberate the souls.
Senior,
they read, and now they be like, you know, this is what I saw today in a T-shirt, and this is what I'm going to do about it, because it spoke directly to me. Yeah.
It's that. But if you want your products, where can we go to?
On Instagram, we have our website, www.fearnomanclothing.com, which now we're going to actually decentralize it, that every country will have its kind of specified products. Okay. And on Instagram, if you send me a DM on anything that you've seen, then we can have business there. On WhatsApp as well. And I think my numbers and my contact is all well established on Instagram. At Kulaperry or at Fearnoman Clothing.
Kulaperry or at Fearnoman?
At Kulaperry and at Fearnoman Clothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Kula, always. Pleasure.
Amazing.
See how
I didn't make you talk today. And thanks to MX24 for giving this platform that a young creative like me can come and voice out the things that we go through, the things that we're doing, and what our direction is about. Beautiful. God bless you.
Amen, and God bless you too. Wishing you all the best, Kula.
Thank you very much.
Still watching the AM Club on MX24 TV. It's more on the show. Please stay.